So obviously you work with a lot of Airbnb hosts. What's the biggest mistake that you see Airbnb hosts make?
That's a really good one. Really good question. I notice a lot of mistakes. I'm part of a lot of groups. I probably should get involved in those groups a little bit more. It's just the time available. But I think the biggest mistake that I notice is only advertising on Airbnb.
Yeah.
And only relying on Airbnb for your bookings. You're missing out on so many other things, because yes, you might have a good occupancy from Airbnb, but remember, it's not about occupancy. It's about the maximum amount of revenue that you can charge. And if your property's advertised in multiple different ways, whether that be direct channels, whether that be on other platforms like Booking.com and Expedia and TripAdvisor, the more platforms that it's advertised on, the more eyes are looking on your property, which means it's more likely to get booked. When it's more likely to get booked and your occupancy increases, that means you can increase your rate. And when you increase your rate, your revenue increases, and therefore you end up earning more money off of your property. So it's not about, oh, I'm getting a good occupancy from Airbnb, so I'm just going to use Airbnb. But if you actually advertised on other areas, you might have a higher occupancy. You can then raise your rate and still get the same occupancy that you're getting on Airbnb, but with a higher rate, which means that you're getting more revenue.